The first thing we need to learn when working with widgets is how to create one. So, to create a widget, right-click in the content browser, go down to User Interface, and choose Widget Blueprint. Choose the user widget type and rename it. Another way is to go to Add Import, User Interface, Widget Blueprint. This is the primary asset you'll be working with when creating UI. It contains all of the functionality and UI elements we will need. There are a couple of things that need to be done in order to display a widget in the viewport. Let's go to the level blueprint. You can get there in the main editor at the top menu bar. Now, what we need to do is pull off a pin from Begin Play and type Create Widget. You can see that this adds a Create Widget node. If we click on Class, we see a list of all of the available widgets in the project. Let's choose This is an example widget. Next, let's create a variable for the widget in case we want to do anything with it later. You can do that by pulling off a wire from the Create Widget node and choosing Promote to Variable. We want to give it a name, so I'll call it Example Widget. Finally, although we have created the widget, we haven't yet added it to the viewport. So let's pull off a pin from our newly created variable and type in Add to Viewport. This will display the widget on the viewport. Remember to compile your blueprint. Now if we go back to the main editor and click play, we can see the widget in the viewport. It is worth noting that you can create a widget from any actor that exists within the level, not just the level blueprint. So you could put it in your pawn, your player controller, or a custom actor. So we've learned how to add a widget to the viewport, but what if we want to remove the widget from the viewport? Let's go back to our level blueprint. First, let's set up the blueprint to allow player input. Go to Class Defaults, Auto Receive Input, Player 0. Next, let's add an input for the R key. Right-click in the graph, type in Input R, and choose R Input. It should look like this. Let's grab our widget variable and get it. Drag off from the variable pin and type in Remove from Parent. Choose this node and connect it to the pressed execution pin of the R input. Now when we press the R key, the widget should be removed from the viewport. Let's compile our blueprint and test it out. You can see that the widget shows up on the screen. Now if we press the R key, it removes the widget from the viewport.